A wise philosopher once said, "You have power over your mind, not over outside events." If you realize this, you will find the strength in a world where emotions can feel like turbulent waves in a storm. You can build your own anchor for a safe sailing. Today we go through 7 life lessons that will contribute to make you stronger and capable of having the full control over your emotions. Starting from understanding what's in your control, reflecting about problems before to react, and practicing dispassion. It's also fundamental to understand what will matter in the future, and you need to see obstacles as opportunities and, of course, practicing gratitude. In that journey will be useful to write a journal and keep track of your daily events and progress. All the steps that I've listed are fundamental and works together like links of a chain, so listen carefully and be sure about don't miss any. In this unpredictable world, first and foremost, you must understand what you can control. Indeed, the environment around us is ever-changing, with realities shifting and scenarios evolving. The universe is not a static entity, but a dynamic one, always in flux, with us merely little specks maneuvering within this vast expanse. In this constant ebb and flow of events and circumstances, it's crucial to become cognizant of the things we can truly influence. The great philosopher Epictetus once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This statement, simple yet potent, encapsulates the essence of our journey in comprehending what lies within our control. It's not the world that shapes us, but rather it's our reactions to this world that mold us, that define us. In life we encounter an array of events, many of which we have no authority over. A sudden downpour, a delayed train and power outage, or even a global pandemic. We cannot control these external events, but what we can control is our response to them. Do we let them control us? Or do we take the reins and steer ourselves towards a path of resilience, understanding, and personal growth? Take, for example, the common predicament of being stuck in traffic. You find yourself surrounded by a sea of cars with honking horns and frustrated drivers. Surely you can't control this traffic, right? You can't wave a magic wand and make the cars vanish. But what you can control is your reaction to this situation. Instead of succumbing to frustration and anger, perhaps you can use this time as an opportunity for personal growth. You could listen to a podcast, conversation that broadens your horizons, or you could dive into the world of an audiobook, an engaging narrative transporting you to a different realm. Maybe you could even spend this time in quiet introspection, reflecting on your day, your goals, your dreams. These are the things you can control. These are the choices you can right here, right now. To navigate this unpredictable world successfully, we need to comprehend the true extent of our control. We need to practice the art of response rather than reaction, the art of choosing our actions wisely. It's not about denying the reality of our external circumstances, but rather about harnessing our internal capabilities to navigate these circumstances. Remember, only thing you have control over is your mind and your actions. Our lives aren't dictated by the world around us, but by our interactions with this world, by our responses to it. The power to shape your destiny lies not in external events, but within you. And therein lies the beautiful paradox of life, that in a world teeming with chaos and unpredictability, you can still be the master of your own fate. Before you allow your emotions to take the driver's seat, take a moment to reflect. It's not just a suggestion, it's a necessity in the complex world we live in. Every day we're faced with situations that challenge us, push our buttons and test our patience. They can arouse a plethora of feelings within us, anger, frustration, disappointment and the like. But amidst all this chaos, it's essential to pause. When you pause, you give yourself the space to breathe, to think, to analyze the situation at hand. This isn't an easy thing to do because our natural instinct is to react, to let our emotions loose as if they're wild horses that need to run free. But we must resist this urge. We must not allow our emotions to take control. Why do we need to do this, you ask? Simple. Because when we let our emotions take over, we risk making decisions that we might later regret. Take, for instance, a scenario where someone says something hurtful to you. Your immediate response might to retaliate, to throw back an equally stinging comment. But pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is it truly worth it? Is it worth the potential fallout, the possible escalation of the situation? And most importantly, is it really the best solution? Think about the possible consequences of your actions. Will your retaliation solve anything? Or will it only end up adding fuel to the fire? Will it make you feel better, or will it only cause more pain, more anger? Consider the viable solutions to the situation. Perhaps, instead of replying with heated words, you could respond calmly, rationally. Maybe you could address the comment at a later time when both you and the other person have had time to cool down. Remember that reflection is a powerful tool. It allows to see things from a different perspective, to gain insight into the situation and our own feelings. It gives us the opportunity to choose actions wisely instead of impulsively. When we take the time to reflect, we give ourselves the chance to make better decisions. Harsh words in anger can't be taken back. Actions performed in the heat of the moment might lead to irreversible damage. One impulsive decision can change the course of your life forever. So, breathe, reflect, and choose wisely. Always keep this in mind. A moment of reflection can prevent a lifetime of regret. Now, let's dive into the comprehensive world of practicing dispassion. When we speak of dispassion, we are talking about a unique quality, a skill, an ability to observe our emotions without getting swept away by them. It's about maintaining an emotional detachment, much akin to watching a ferocious storm from the safety, warmth, and comfort of your home without getting caught in its furious, tumultuous winds. The concept, though seemingly simple, is profound in its effect. The power of dispassion lies in its incredible ability to give us a sense of control over our emotional responses. This control is empowering, enlightening, and liberating. It's not about suppression or denial of our emotions, but rather about our awareness and understanding of them. It's about making a choice to respond rather than impulsively react. You may ask, how can we cultivate this remarkable trait of dispassion? The process, like any other skill, starts with simple exercises and gradual growth. The beginning may seem trivial, but it's the foundation stone in building this mighty tower of dispassion. When you sit leisurely watching a movie or try to observe your emotional responses, take note of the feelings that the plot or the characters evoke in you. Do they make you happy, sad, angry, or excited? Whatever they might be, observe your emotions without getting carried away by them. Don't just watch the movie, watch yourself watching the movie. Observe others around you, their reactions in different situations, the emotions they exhibit. Watch them closely, but do so without judgment. This is your practice field. Noticing and understanding others' emotions will make you more aware of your own. Then start to apply this observational skill to your own emotions. Feel the surge of anger building up, the pang of sadness hitting you, the flutter of joy in your heart, but do not these emotions dictate your actions? This might be hard initially, but remember, the aim is not to suppress the emotions, but to understand them, and not let them control you. To help you better understand this, consider a time when you were angry. Think about that moment. Imagine observing that anger, looking at it from a distance as if it's outside of you. Try to understand its source, analyze what triggered it, but do not let it control your actions. You are not your anger, you are the observer of your anger. Let's take another situation. You may feel a pang of sadness. It's human to feel sad, but pause for a moment. Step back from the feeling and watch it. Understand why you are sad. Is it a situation, a person, a memory? Once you know why, you've gained control. You've detached yourself from the emotion. You've exercised dispassion. These are baby steps towards mastering dispassion, but they are incredibly significant. The year is long, and it requires patience and practice, but the destination is beautiful. It's a place where you are not ruled by your emotions, but you rule them. Mastering dispassion is mastering your emotions. Before you let your emotions take over, ask yourself, will this matter in the next years? This simple question has the power to provide perspective. We all have moments when our emotions surge, moments when we feel our heart rate climb and our breaths come a little too quickly. Often these are moments of stress or anger. Sometimes they're moments of overwhelming joy or excitement. However, it's crucial to remember that these are just moments, fleeting instances in the grand tapestry of our lives. And of anger, a display of frustration, or a moment of panic can often be attributed to the smallest of triggers. Let's take a simple example to illustrate this point. Picture yourself at the start of a promising day. You're feeling confident, wearing a new shirt that you've been saving for a special occasion. Then out of the blue, disaster strikes. You spill your morning coffee on your new shirt. Your heart sinks, your day ruined before it's even begun. It's completely understandable to be frustrated in such a situation. You feel a surge of maybe even a prickle of embarrassment if there are others around. Your mind starts racing, wondering how you can fix the situation. Should you go home and change? Try and clean it in the bathroom. Or maybe you should just carry on with your day, hoping no one notices the stain. In moment, your emotions are running high. You might even make this minor mishap into a major crisis in your head, allowing it to dictate your mood for the rest of the day. But let's stop for a moment and reflect. Will this incident matter in a year from now? Or how about 5 years, 10 years? The answer most likely is no. It's understandable that such a situation may feel a disaster in the moment, but in the grand scale of life, it's a minor blip, a trifle. It's easy to let these little things balloon out of proportion, but when you step back, when yourself a moment's pause to ask that simple question, will this matter in the next years? The answer usually is a resounding no. This can be incredibly liberating, allowing us to let go of the stress that these minor mishaps can bring. Life is too short to spend it upset or stressed over trivialities. By keeping the big picture in mind, we save not only our energy, but also our emotional well-being. We allow ourselves to focus on what truly matters in life, things that will indeed matter in the years to come. So before you let your emotions run away with you, remember to ask yourself, will this matter in the next years? Always keep the big picture in mind. Every obstacle is a stepping stone to a greater opportunity. Imagine this for a minute. You've just come out of a job interview, a bead of sweat trickling down your forehead, heart pounding in your chest. You gave it your all, but you still got that dreaded call. We're sorry, but we've decided to go in another direction. The words resonate in your head. You failed a job interview. It's easy at such moments to wallow in self-pity, to let permeate every pore of your being as you question your worth and your abilities. But let's shift our perspective and look at this situation from a different angle. What if this failure is not an insurmountable obstacle, but merely a detour? A detour pointing you in the direction of something better, something richer, something more aligned with your skills and dreams. Yes, you failed an interview, but perhaps this very failure is a redirection, a better job, one that fulfills you, challenges you, and brings you joy. Imagine that possibility. Envision yourself in a role better suited for you. Feel the satisfaction of doing something you truly love. See that hurdle you just stumbled. That obstacle that seemed so overwhelming, so insurmountable. It's not a roadblock, but rather a stepping stone. A stepping stone that pushes you to dig deeper, to be resilient, to learn more about yourself and what you truly want from your career. Each obstacle encountered is a chance for growth, an opportunity to evolve. It's a path that leads to personal development, career advancement, and a higher level of happiness. It's a scar that tells a tale of resilience, of overcoming, of victory. So remember this: when throws you a curveball, don't recoil, don't duck. Don't let the fear of striking out stop you from playing the game. Embrace the challenge, swing at it with all your might. Failures, setbacks, disappointments, they're all stepping stones, better version of yourself. They mold you, shape you, make you stronger and wiser. So when you trip over a stone, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and take the next step forward. Turn your obstacles into opportunities. The secret to happiness lies in practicing gratitude. In our day-to-day lives, we are inclined to overlook the importance of this simple act. Cultivating a habit of gratitude, expressing thanks for what we have, and acknowledging the goodness in our lives can create a space of positivity and contentment that pervades our existence. We often find ourselves focusing on what we don't possess. We covet what we lack, letting our desires and ambitions overshadow the blessings we already possess. This mindset is especially prevalent in today's fast-paced society, where success is often measured by material wealth and accomplishments. However, this constant yearning for more can create a cycle of dissatisfaction and discontentment. It makes us lose sight of the joy and fulfillment found in the simple things in life. Hence, it's vital to shift this perspective, to focus on appreciating what we have rather than lamenting what we're missing. Gratitude has the power to transform our outlook on life, making realize that we are already rich in many ways. It urges us to savor the present moment, to appreciate the people in our lives, and to cherish the experiences that shape us. It encourages us to celebrate small victories, for they are the stepping stones to larger successes. These small victories could be as simple as completing tasks on time, maintaining a healthy habit, or even something as ordinary as enjoying a peaceful morning. The concept of goal setting, when approached with a mindset of gratitude, changes dramatically. Instead of setting grandiose dreams and unreachable targets, we should aim for achievable goals. This way, every accomplishment, no matter how small, becomes a cause for celebration. It fuels our journey towards our bigger aspirations, building our confidence and enhancing our skills. For instance, instead of aiming to write a best-selling novel, start by setting a goal to write a page each day. This manageable target not only nurtures discipline, but also provides daily doses of satisfaction. It teaches us the importance of patience, consistency, and dedication. It shows us that success is a journey, not a destination, and that every step is worth acknowledging and celebrating. In the grand scheme of lives, it may seem like these daily goals, these small victories, are insignificant. But if we look closely, we'll realize that it is these seemingly insignificant moments that weave together the tapestry of our lives. Each thread, each moment, each victory adds to the design, making it vibrant and unique. It's in these moments that we find meaning and purpose, that we learn to value our journey and appreciate our then is more than just an act. It's a mindset, a lifestyle, a choice. It's about recognizing the good in our lives, appreciating the value of our experiences, and expressing thanks for what we already have. It's about being content with our journey, celebrating every step, and understanding that true success lies not in wealth or fame, but in the richness of our experiences and the joy of our journey. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. It fills our hearts with contentment, our minds with positivity, and our lives with happiness. It teaches us to love ourselves, to value our journey, and to believe in our potential. It encourages us to dream, to strive, and to achieve, all the while reminding us that we are enough just as we are. Remember, it is the seemingly insignificant moments that weave together the tapestry of our lives. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Last but not least, keep a journal. But don't just think of this as a log of daily events or a simple diary where you jot down what you had for breakfast. This isn't a place to record details or daily chores. No, a journal is far more profound. It's a tool designed to be an instrument for introspection, self-reflection, and personal growth. When you use it wisely, it transforms into a platform to dig deep into your thoughts and emotions, to challenge your beliefs and assumptions, and to navigate the vast oceans of your subconscious mind. While writing in your journal, you document your experiences, both the good and the bad. You discuss your victories and failures, your joys and sorrows. You jot down your feelings and your thoughts. You write down what made you laugh today, or what irritated you at work, or that fantastic idea for a project you dreamt of last night. Furthermore, you express your deepest fears and your highest aspirations, your darkest secrets and your brightest ideas. You pour your heart out on the pages. This act creates a window, a fascinating doorway that opens into your past self. It's like having a time machine that can take you back to any point in your past. You get the chance to revisit your past experiences, to relive your past emotions, and to reflect on your past decisions. In this process, you have an opportunity to observe and recognize patterns in your life. You can spot repeating behaviors, recurring thoughts, and persistent feelings. You can identify the triggers that make you happy or sad, angry or calm, stressed or relaxed. For instance, you might notice how traffic jams always ruin your mood, or how a cup of coffee in the morning brightens your... And it's not just about identifying these patterns. Once you know them, you can start to understand why they happen, what causes them, and how you can change them. You can work on finding healthier responses to daily stresses or ways to enhance positive experiences. You can come up with strategies, deal with negative emotions, or develop habits that promote happiness and well-being. In addition, a journal gives you a chance to track your progress. You can see how far you've come, how much you've achieved, and how much you've grown. It inspires you to keep going, to keep growing, to keep evolving. Remember, a journal is more than a diary. It's a mirror reflecting your emotional journey. It's a friend who listens without judging, a coach who guides imposing, and a mentor who advises without commanding. It's a confidant who keeps your secrets, a counselor who provides insight, and a companion who accompanies you on your journey. A journal is the best therapist you can have. We've journeyed through 7 life lessons today, We began with the core principle of understanding what is within your control. Just imagine every situation that you encounter in life has two aspects: what you can control and what you cannot. Striving to discern the difference and focusing on the areas within your control, you can significantly reduce stress and anxiety. Next was taking a moment to reflect before reacting. This is about observing your emotions without getting carried away by them. It's about allowing yourself the space to pause and think before you respond to a situation. It often leads to better decision-making and prevents regrettable reactions that are driven by impulse or emotion. Then we delved into the art practicing dispassion. Detachment doesn't mean indifference, it denotes objectivity. Learning to view situations in a dispassionate manner helps in reducing emotional volatility. It encourages rational thinking and keeps emotions from clouding your judgment. From there, we moved on to contemplating the long-term significance of events. It's about stepping back and looking at the bigger picture. By doing this, we can often realize that things that seemed consequential or overwhelming in the short term often have little to no impact in the grand scheme of things. Next, we explored the idea of viewing obstacles as opportunities. It's about shifting perspectives and seeing challenges as chances for growth instead of viewing them as hindrances. This transformative thinking can lead to increased resilience and personal development. Our sixth lesson was nurturing gratitude. It's about acknowledging the positive aspects of your life and expressing appreciation for them. Regularly practicing gratitude can increase happiness levels, reduce depression, generally improve your overall mental wellness. We ended with the practice of maintaining a journal. Journaling is a powerful self-reflection tool. It can help you understand your emotions better, track your progress, and is a great way to keep yourself accountable. Each of these life lessons is a link in the chain, a step on the path towards emotional mastery. They all tie together, creating a cohesive framework for managing and understanding your emotions. Remember, your mind is a powerful tool. Use it wisely. Before we wrap up, if you found this video helpful, we would love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a like and share your experience in the comments section. Your feedback is invaluable to us and it helps us create more content that you love. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to join this journey of emotional mastery. By subscribing, you will become part of a community that values self-improvement and emotional intelligence. So hit that subscribe button and let's continue this journey together. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on our next life lesson. Thank you for watching, and remember, mastering your emotions is mastering your life. So keep learning, keep growing, and let's master life together.